What up, everyone? So we're gonna go ahead and trade, or at least watch the news for today. Okay, we have CAD news. We head out to Ford Factory. We have CPI numbers and retail and core retail sales release for USD in about the next 5 minutes. So ultimately, I think we're going to target sell side liquidity under these lows there. And possibly this one as well. Although there's a little imbalance in there. I'll just highlight that just in case we need to reference it. Overall, I think USD CAD should drop to the sell side. Okay, so that's what we're going to be watching. Just get my headphones on. Hello. Can you guys hear me? I think so, right? Let's see. All right, so we're good now. USD CAD can come up, trade around the 2680 level, okay, which is this level right there. I think that's as high as I want to see it go. It's okay if it doesn't trade that high. It's pretty much as the highest I want to see it go for an entry, with the stops above either this high or this high here. So I'm pretty much expecting it to go up for an entry and then continue on trading lower to the low, and obviously these areas in here as well. Okay, so that's what we're going to be watching. And the news should be in about 3 minutes as well. So okay, so just hit that level. Want to see it retrace from there or trade lower? I don't really want to see it trade higher than that. Because if it does, that means it's going to come up for the buy side, and that's what we don't want to see. Already came down for sell stops here in the short term, so I don't want to see that high. Those highs, oh, sorry, not those highs, but this level be traded through too dramatically. Yeah, that's kind of what I don't want to see. Does that mean they just pretty much picked up orders on the under these lows? They're going to take it higher. Still 1 more minute for news to come out, so news could probably do right now as to how it's trading. I mean, it could do both ways really. It could shoot it up into this high, fill this imbalance, or it could shoot it down to the levels we were talking about. So that should be the news. Volatility kicking in. There we go. Exactly what I wanted to see. And we should see a trade lower now. There we go. That's just nice right there. So I'm going to take some partials there. We should see it expand a lot lower down into the other levels we marked up. So yeah, you guys can see how it did exactly as I said. From this candle, marked up, that price should trade up to the 26.80 level. Went a little bit higher, went to 26.83, just about 3 pips. But our stop was safe, as I said. Stop should be above either this high or this high, and then it didn't even get to this high. So no one, if anybody took the trade, you guys should be gotten stopped out. And now we're looking for the objectives. So we took partials here because it's this low here. And I think I am also going to take partials once it gets to this area in here. GU pretty much just whipsawed. So did Euro. So did DXY. So I don't really want to do much with those. Well, DXY looks like it could go higher. So that could mean that USD CAD could be just manipulating here, going lower. And if the XY starts going higher, then they could reverse this, right? They already took out the low here, which is the nearest low. So that's enough to take out liquidity and then send it higher. You want to be careful with that. You guys can place your stops at break even if you're in this trade. So break even back into 26.80, probably 26.78. Just have it a little bit inside of profits, because This kind of looks like it will be reversing. We'll see. It shouldn't. If it's going to reverse, it's probably definitely going to reverse if it goes above 26.75. So we're close to it here. I should check the 1 minute. We pretty much tested 26.75 right here, almost tested it. So it should not make another higher high from this candle. Okay. In other words, shouldn't go higher than this if it's going to keep on going lower. 26. 75. All right. If it starts trading higher than that, then it probably will reverse. Okay, so came back down under the low. It's testing it right now. We want to see it stay below that level now. Just like that. We want to see it react and head on lower to this area in here. And we do have FOMC news later on today, so you guys be careful with that because it could be very volatile. It's at 1 p.m. Central Time, so you guys just take a look out for that. Here we have dollar actually wicked above this high. You know, any buy stops? You might start seeing it roll over into the equal lows down here. Gold pretty much has been going higher since yesterday, since I mentioned yesterday about these lows being taken out. I mean, it has been going higher, but it hasn't really gone lower either. I mean, it's been consolidating. That's what I'm trying to say, right? So I think it should come above this high though, probably hit this level here. That's probably what it should do today. And we'll see what reaction you should get once it's above there. But it's either keep on going higher or it could also be a possible sell-off. And dollar should, I believe it should still be going lower from the levels I mentioned yesterday. As you guys can see, was it yesterday when we logged in? I think so. Yeah, only went up there and started trading down. And I said, most likely it's going to come down for these equal lows. So, I mean, it's been working its way down there. I still think it should, or it will. As long as it doesn't take yesterday's high up. Okay. So I want to see it. I actually don't want to even see today's high get taken out or DXY. Just want to see it roll over from here. Hold down, take the intraday high from today. Take Monday's high out. Or sorry, this is Friday. Yeah, take Friday's high. Sorry, low. And then work its way down to these equal lows down here as well. You guys have any questions or any other pair that you guys want me to look at, just go ahead and drop it on the chat box and I'll go ahead and take a look as well. And this is a move we called out live yesterday as well. We're tracing down and then heading up to take out this high, which pretty much did. So if dollar is going lower, GU should go higher. And the same equal lows in dollar are pretty much the same equal highs here for GU. So we should see GU spike up. You could see how it lit. It hit the last institutional candle here. All this down range here. Went up, traded through it. Now came back down and hit it. So it should spike up, taking out the equal highs here, and then possibly doing some of this imbalance in here as well. There we go. JXY starting having a nice reaction on the 5th minute. Want to really see it expand down. At least take these lows down. And then start heading for the equal lows down here. So there we have KEU. Starting to show some expansion there to the upside. Target would be equal highs, and then inside of this range, you could find that down on 15 minutes. So 35, let's say 90 level should get hit today. I only programmed this play for half an hour today because I got some stuff to do, but we do get logged out, and you pretty much should already know what we should be expecting. And for dollar, not really liking this up move. Looks like it was a fake out to go down. It might start hitting a little bit up. It shouldn't go higher, like I said, higher than what was it that I said? I think I mentioned this high here. Yeah, yesterday's. With the euro, and since we already did take a high out euro, and there is a lot of liquidity, pretty much took out the trend line already, but we could see it expand down to these levels down here, possibly this one here. Sorry, but overall, since we do have FOMC later today, what it can do in these markets or in these conditions is that it could possibly just consolidate throughout the full New York session until 1 p.m. Central Time, which is when FOMC comes out. So that's the most likely thing that could happen. Just consolidate, build more sentiment throughout the highs and lows, because FOMC nearly what it almost does every time is take both sides of liquidity. So it's kind of like a whipsaw event that we normally see for FOMC. And that's what we could also see today once that news comes out. So let's take a look at this imbalance. Once the candle trades up to it, you can see if it has any reaction, then it will possibly start working its way down here. But since we do have FOMC, it could just consolidate. I don't think we have, or I think we do actually have. Now we do have USD news at 8:15, so in about 15 minutes. Then at 9:30 we have crude oil inventories. So we got a new hourly candle forming. And we did in fact trade into that imbalance on the last 5 minutes. So we want to see it expand down. If it's going to expand down, it should do it right now. Euro also looks like it's going to start working its lows here on the trend line. So that's what it should start attacking for liquidity. Okay, so our focus is under these lows for liquidity rest, and then the slowdown here as well. Same for GU. Could come down lower and reach down for this low, and possibly this low here.